At the Abramson Center, Hannaford Lecture Hall at USM campus on Monday evening, April 11th, 2011. This is Jeffrey Souley Phillips reporting, Portland Public Access, Channel 2, Maine. How many cranes are there, Laura?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000 cranes for Japan. You might just scan that. Some nice ones.
Which is that's just the Iraqi Southern. We specialize on this kind of songs and music, by the way.
Fish sandwich down at McDonald's? Anybody? Hundreds of times and nasty. Okay, what? And then they have one at Burger King too, right? The BK Big Fish, right? The BK Big Fish. They have that one. Why is it that fish is the only food that people are willing to eat without requiring any further specificity at all? I mean, right? I mean, you know, the animal kingdom, you got birds, mammals, amphibians, reptiles, and nobody orders a mammal sandwich. That has never happened. I mean, yeah, give me a chocolate shake and a McReptile. No, it doesn't happen. But for some reason, oh, it's fish. Well, that sounds all right to me. It's a little weird. It's just me. So my name, for those of you who don't know, my name is Cloud Morris. Cloudmorris. This is the name I was born with because my parents were big fans of me getting the shit kicked out of me at school, as you can imagine. It's all right. I mean, Cloud is not that bad a name. I mean, you know, Cloud Morris, not great. My sister, Scattered Showers Morris, the name did not go well for her. But, you know, I adapted, you know, you adapt. I ended up finding, you know, other people who are named after weather to hang out with. We started our own terrorist organization. We were actually called the Symbionese Stationary Front. We used to show up at banks and just sit there. It's a joke for the Kathy Hurst fans out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
You know, people are like, huh? How long is he up here for? Oh, no, he's just the host. There'll be somebody funny later. Right on! Let's stay and drink more. So, fuck, what the hell else is going on? God, I'm trying to remember. It is true, though. My name is Cloud Morris, and I found out recently, because my significant other is pregnant, and I found out that actually Cloud is the 5,437th most popular name for American boys today. This according to babycenter.com. And I had no idea. I couldn't believe it was even on the list. 5,437th most popular is not that high a score. 3,408th most popular name was Dipshit. 4,311th most popular was Ass Lunch. And then in a perfect tie with Cloud for 5,437th most popular name was Osama bin Madoff Paris Hilton Laden. So, this is a different kind of scat than we heard earlier. Thank you. You know, there's an expression I hate, piss poor. I say it all the time. I hear it all the time. People say, oh yeah, I got no money, I'm piss poor. I have dogs and cats at home. And I have no money, but I am not piss poor. I'm a shit tycoon, for fuck's sake. Out of fucking control. So I've, no. I've had bad luck with the ladies over the years, as some of you might have guessed. A little bad luck. And it started out with my first girlfriend. I was 16, she was 20. Good story so far. She's the girl I lost my virginity to. Good story so far. I was 16, she was 20. She was looking for a man who didn't play games in the bedroom. Or anywhere. But everybody plays games. And that's fine as long as you're playing the same game. In the bedroom, she was playing Chutes and Ladders. You guys know Chutes and Ladders? You go up the ladder, you go down the chute. You go up the ladder, you go down. You go all the way around the board. It's a really long game. I didn't know how to play that when I was 16. Thank you very much. The only game I could play in the bedroom at the age of 16 was hide and go seek. And the only part I was any good at was the part where you went, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come! That's second. After that, we got to play Sorry. Speaking of games, did you guys know that there's a store in the city of Auburn where you can actually buy Maine-themed games? This is true. In Auburn, you can buy Maine-themed games at this store, Androscogginopoly, Androscoggin County Monopoly. You can buy this. It's a real game. You go all the way around the board, buy up all of the railroads in Lewiston. It's awesome. The one game they did not have that I was dying to see there was the Maine version of Clue. I totally wanted to play that. I wanted to sit across the table from somebody and be like, I think Mr. Cloutier did it at the Yarmouth Clam Festival with a plastic spoon. They didn't have it. No, it was Mrs. Beaulieu with a poisoned whoopie pie at the Freiburg Fair. It was Susan Collins at the topless donut shop with a rusty shovel. Can't you just see her? I'm Susan Collins, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with this shovel. But before I do, be sure to buy a couple of Boston Greens from the blonde girl with the big knockers. So, for those of you expecting Brian Brenner, he's not here. Yeah, but can I get a shout out from the Poontang Clan? The Poontang Clan! Thank you for the 5 people who got that joke. Appreciate it. Oh, what else we got going on? Let's see. I'll tell a couple more jokes and then I'll get the hell out of here and let some comedians get up on stage. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe I'm a fucking power freak. I don't know. So ever since the election of Barack Obama, there's a lot of shit for sale that didn't used to be for sale. Now, I don't see it that much anymore, but right after Barack Obama was elected, you could buy stuff that you could never buy before. Am I right? Like Barack Obama calendars and jigsaw puzzles and shit? They didn't have that for any other. People were really excited about it. They didn't have that for anybody else. And the bummer is that there were certain things that I did want to see that were not for sale. And chief among them was political action figures. I wanted to see political action figures. I think it would have been awesome. They could have like the Tim Geithner action figure. It comes with its own money printing machine. The Dick Cheney action figure. It comes with its own shotgun that goes off by itself sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't work. You never really know. And the Bill Clinton action figure. It comes with... yeah, it just comes. Yeah, I think actually I've pretty much done it. That's all you need. White House action play set. Stay blue, drugs not included. Oh, I can't believe, it's usually it comes is the one that gets the laugh. I can't believe I got something for a Monica Lewinsky joke. It's 20 years old, for fuck's sake! Jesus. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck, what else is going on? I do like to mess with people. I'll tell you now that I like to mess with people. The other day I called up the public library and I asked them if they had any books written entirely in Braille. And the woman on the other end of the phone told me that they did. So I asked her if she had any of her Braille books written in large print. Now, she said to me that she could not see why I would need Braille books written in large print. She actually said that. She said, I just don't see why you'd need that. I told her I thought her use of the word see was offensive. Then I asked her if she had any children's pop-up books on tape. What she ended up putting on reserve for me was, in fact, the highest circulating audiobook at the Portland Public Library. It was a collection of Robert Mapplethorpe photographs narrated by Don Adams from the 1960s television series Get Smart. You guys remember Mapplethorpe? He took some homoerotic photographs in the 1980s. He got some federal funding, and Pat Buchanan freaked out and started a show called Crossfire or something. Because 0.07 cents of his anyway. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, sitting at work, minding my own business, typing away, nobody knows what I'm listening to. I've got Maxwell Smart, age of 86 here. On page 127, we have a photograph of two naked men. One man is standing and the other man is kneeling, and the kneeling man is in fact filleting the standing man. But there's more to this picture than meets the eye, ladies and gentlemen. The kneeling man's right index finger is dangerously close to the anus of the standing man. Missed it by that much. In the background of the photograph, Pat Buchanan can be seen having an aneurysm. And wouldn't you do that if you were if you were Mapplethorpe, you'd be photoshopping Pat Buchanan and Newt Gingrich in the background of your photographs going, holy shit. I think that would be really funny. Stick it to those bastards. And unfortunately, Mapplethorpe, I believe, is dead, and Pat Buchanan and Newt Gingrich are still fucking alive! So, the world sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'm going to bring up your first comic. He is probably standing in the back of the room, but I'm not sure, because if you don't know me, you don't know that my eyesight is a piece of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, he is somewhere in here. I think I can vaguely see his silhouette sitting in a bar. He does clubs, colleges all over New England, as well as the Holiday Inn in Auburn, Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dennis Fogg!
That's Cloud Morris, folks. Let him know. He won't listen to you, but let him know how good he is. Anybody go to Shaw's lately and just try to waste some time? I'm a great time waster. I like to read the Inquirer and the Globe and stuff, but I won't buy them. I'll just read them while I'm there, and I put them back on the shelf. And today I was reading, and the headline said, I kid you not, it said, Lindsay Lohan, Suicide Watch. I'm thinking, fuck, I'd watch that. Right? That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a couple of hits on the thing, that'd be pretty neat. And I'm at that age where beer is important to me, and I've noticed that Pabst Blue Ribbon has made a comeback. And Pabst Blue Ribbon has always been a crappy beer. But now that it has initials, PBR, it is cool and hip now, and people order PBR because it's easier to order when you're drunk and it's initials. So I think that Bartles and James should come back and go with that whole initial thing and go with the BJ. And it'd be pretty cool to go up to the bar and order a BJ and a couple for my friends. Huh? No? Oh, well. I laughed all day long at that one, I really did. I chuckled, I even guffawed once or twice. That's not easy to guffaw at work, it really isn't. Have anybody been down to Deer and Oaks, seen that new sign they put down there? The sign says squirrels. They're not for human consumption.
No, it doesn't, really?
I'm thinking, why are they writing that in English? Right? Unless it's going to be like that Southern English, like y'all don't eat this shit, huh? Because your friends will from the South, and they'll tell you it tastes like chicken. I always say, oh, boy, I eat this shit. No, you got to do it. I also have a feud going with my next door neighbor. In the wintertime, he's got one of those big snow blowers, and he uses it to blow snow into my driveway. So the last big snowstorm, I got him back. What I did is I got a Ziploc baggie, and I filled it with V8 juice and chicken bones, and I hid it in the snow. Yeah, he goes driving by, and he hit that shit, the red stuff and bones come flying out of his snow machine. Oh my God, you should have seen his face. I ran out there with my dog's leash going, Sparky! Sparky! He hates me, he really does. Because I have a snow blower too, but I only use it in the summer to clean up after the dog. And he's got a pool. It's pretty fun, it's pretty fun. It's a nice neighborhood. I'm also into reality TV lately. I think reality TV is the best. I'm watching this new show called The Neighbors. It's through their window. In the old days it called Peep and Tom, but now we have a whole channel. It's pretty cool.
Right.
I'm enjoying that, I really am. I've also been a member of Big Brothers and Big Sisters for 15 years. And I love it because every weekend some old guy takes me to the park. I love the park though, because I love playgrounds. But being old, fat, and white, you just can't hang out in a playground without kids anymore. Without Chris Hansen jumping out and accusing you of shit. And I'm not that type of guy, but if he ever accused me, I'd sit there and eat those cookies. Because you know when you get to fucking jail, you're not getting any cookies anymore. Right? That's what I'm thinking. You guys are weird. Take a look at me, I'm strange. That's alright. See, my wife right now thinks I'm at the store. That's how I get out of the house. I had to go shopping. I told her, I gotta go to Shaw's. And the whole trick is about 4 or 5 hours ago, when she thought I was somewhere else, I actually did shop at Shaw's, but it's in the trunk. But you don't buy frozen shit, because I fell for that one time. Because I'll go to Shaw's for any time. I have 4 children at home. One of them is my 26-year-old, and she brought my first granddaughter to me, and then moved back into my house. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun at the house. And with my granddaughter, she's not like my real kid, so you can't punish her like the regular kid. She's 2 years old, right? So what we start doing is training her like the cat. We have a squirt bottle, and every time she goes near the TV, you go, she freaks out and runs. It's cool. She don't touch the TV, but she's gonna be freaked of water. It's gonna be pretty neat. Because when you get older, you realize that you got the power to install like little quirks in your kids that later on you can fuck with that. Like if you always scare them with a pink elephant, when it's time, man, you can fuck them up when they're 15, 16 in front of their friends. Right? You whip that little elephant out. Yeah. Hope you're taking notes, because it's about parenting. And like I said, I've been married, 26 years, and my last daughter, 18 years old, finally turned 18. She graduated 2 days ago from Deering. So legally, I am no longer responsible for anybody. I don't have to have a house, I don't have to have food, I don't have to have fucking shit anywhere. Right? And that's pretty cool, but the kids won't leave. See, I'm in the baby boomer generation. And all our kids are boomerangs, because every time you throw them out, they come right back. Right? So I finally figured it out. Now that it's summertime, I'm going to run around the house naked more. And if that don't drive them out, that's just weird. Because we live in Portland, and you're allowed to have chickens now. So that'll be next. Anybody have chickens? Because I don't want to offend people that have chickens. Because you can't really, you have to be careful who you offend nowadays.
Choke your chicken.
Right, because every generation has new people to pick on, that it's okay. And I think this generation is either homeless or zombies. Those are the only two that are allowed to be picked on. And zombies are my favorite. Have you noticed that zombies got faster? Are they on steroids or what? Because when I was younger, zombies were slow, sluggish, kind of fun to fuck with as long as they didn't gang up on you. But now they're fast. All the movies I see, they're fucking on you. Bang! And I think that if something happens, like in a zombie world, my stoner friends are going to be the first ones to die because they're not going to believe it. Right? They're going to keep hitting the reset button to shut the fucking thing off, and they're going to get attacked. It's going to be cool. Because only somebody stoned would fall for the old zombie knock on the door. Pizza. It's like, fuck, pizza's here. Damn. It's a tough world. I also think it's important at my age to help keep kids off drugs, because it only inflates the prices for people like me who deserve it. Right? Less demand, more supply. I'm just saying. It would make it easier for everybody. I know, that's pretty stupid, but you know what? I'm not much of a hunter. Anybody hunt here? Any hunters? I shot my first turkey this year. Should have seen people at Shaw's run like hell. Fucking cowards. Right? I was there, camouflaged, naked like the other turkeys. And nobody asked me for my card. And I hate it when they don't ask me your Shaw's card, you got it ready. Because they know you haven't saved anything because all the shit you bought wasn't on sale, but they still don't ask you for the card. And if I'm going to carry the card, fucking ask me for it. Right? And then when you leave, I don't know if you noticed, but they taunt you with that sign up there, which says, good food costs less at Shaw's. Fuck, I paid the most. I must have bought all the shit. And I also like to do that thing. You ever like to do that thing where you just walk around and put shit in other people's carriages when they're not looking? where you get a whole bunch of shit like Geritol, Maxim magazine, condoms, beer, and when people turn their back to buy shit, you just put it in their cart and you walk away. And that's the best. The best if there's two people shopping, right? Because one does not know if the other one actually put that in there. And they won't say anything until they actually get there. Really? The pens? Do we really need the pens? I thought they were yours. I thought they were yours. The fuck, you know? And by then you can't just put them back on the shelf because people are watching. But you have to buy that shit. And one other thing, I also like to mess with the guy bagging the groceries because he's got nothing better to do. And you know he's not giving that measly little money he buys to his parents to help pay for his room. Oh no, he's spending on weed and inflating the price for me. What I'm saying is I like to fuck with him. Okay, when he goes paper or plastic, I always say, I don't care, just put it in the bag alphabetically. Then they wish they actually stayed in school. Wow, this is tough. I'm a fast talker. I have to be because when I'm at home, I'm not allowed to speak. Because I'm an asshole and cannot be trusted in anything I say. And you people don't know that, so I'm allowed to speak to you, which is pretty cool. But if I'm at the store with my wife, I'm not allowed to speak at all. But the rule is if somebody speaks to me, I get to speak to them. Because I may be an asshole, but I'm not a rude asshole. Right, like we're at Shaw's the other day and I'm following my wife with the shopping cart, trying not to run her heels over. Right, even though she deserves it. Right, and the guy right in the deli department looked right at me and goes, "Sir, can I help you?" I'm like, talking to me? He's like, "Yeah, you got any questions?" I go, "Yeah." I said, "It says semi-boneless up there, but you can't be semi-boneless. You can either be boned or you can't be boned. You can't be semi-boneless, because that means you do have a bone, so therefore you're boned and you're not semi-boneless. It's like erect. Either you're erect or you're not erect. One way is semi-erect, that means you're not going to get fucked. Erect means you will get fucked. It's sort of like the same thing, but different. You understand?" And the guy sort of like tilts his head and goes, "Anything else?" I said, "Yeah, I got a question about the turkey bacon." He says, "What about turkey bacon?" I said, "Well, who do you think got who?" Right? You think there's a bunch of pigs holding down turkeys, having their way with them? Or some sly turkey slipping up behind a pig and woo, ripping off a pig? And the guy just stared at me for a second and then looked at my wife, and my wife's like, "Oh no, you spoke to him." Like, you're on your own, big guy. And that's why I'm not allowed at Shaw's. And thanks for listening to me and bring you back to your host.
Wait, make the turkey sex.
Excuse me?
Make the turkey sex.
Later, baby.
Dennis Fogg, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
You can hear him make turkey sex noises at various strange venues around New England where they have biker sitting and other stuff like that. I don't know. It's just interesting the show should do with Dennis Fogg sometimes. But real professional, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for that man. Outstanding. I am excited to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am. I am excited to be here. Because if I wasn't here, I'd be working late. And I hate working late because the computers in my office don't work. Does anybody know what I'm talking about here?
Yes.
Computers that thank you, Ashley. Computers that fuck up all the time. It drives me insane. And it happens all the time. And I do not appreciate the explanation for why these computers fuck up. Because it's always the same one. If it's not, I mean, unless it's somebody from IT or something, which is sort of a different explanation, which has to do with it must be your fault. The explanation that I always get is the computer is haunted. Or possessed. Cake has to be shaped like the state of Utah. Cake pans are square, people. Which means every time there's an event, I get a free piece of cake and nobody has to know jack shit about it. I do not want that job in Colorado or Wyoming. That is bullshit. Vermont and New Hampshire, in the name of fiscal responsibility, the two states will get together and hire one guy with a drinking problem and a shitty plastic knife. He'll just be like, "Yeah!" Then he gets all confused. Shit, which one's Vermont and which one's New Hampshire? Switch them around. Shit. Hawaii, they just have a monkey with a bucket full of cake batter. Molokai. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. I'm going to bring up your next comic for the night. This man can be seen in the wilds of Maine, at Slainte, and at clubs and colleges all over New England, as you'll hear quite a bit tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to twist and warp your mind. I'm excited to introduce Mr. Mike Bunker.
Oh, I gotta get ready. I don't like the energy in here tonight. I'm Brian Brenniger's stunt double. So let's pick it up a notch, Emerald, okay? We're gonna have to pick it up and personalize it. You're from New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
That's the, no, I thought you were. No, you are?
Yeah.
The Granite State.
That's
Live free or die,
right. Yes.
prisoners make the plates, right? That must suck, you know? Do you know what state I hate the worst? The slogans are stupid anyway. But Missouri, the show me state. It's either a bunch of idiots. You know how to wipe your ass? No, you gotta show me. You know how to pick your nose? No, you gotta show me. Or a bunch of pricks that don't believe anything. Hey Jim, your house is on fire. Hey, you gotta show me. Hey Sam, I've been fucking your wife. Show me. You know, I don't understand. Maine, the way life should be. Vacation land. Technically, if you're not working, you're on vacation. Voluntarily or not. That's why it's vacation land. There's no work. You know? Now, Cloud, I'm just hitting on a couple of things that people have mentioned. He mentioned the computer. I miss the hourglass. My wife, she has a little spinny thing going on all the time. She's punching keys. But she paid like $367 at Walmart for a fucking computer. I tried to tell her. You know, I want the voice activated to say, hey, I got 6 fucking jobs. If you hit one more key, I'm going to the gray screen that says, do you want me to shut down or do you want to fucking wait a minute? And I won't answer you when you hit it. That's where they should have the voice activated. Instead of on PayPal or eBay. And by the way, PayPal, due to unusually high call volume, the definition of unusual is seldom, not often. Okay? They should change that to, due to the fact we fail to hire enough employees to service you properly, and if you force us to, we'll outsource it to India, you're going to wait 25 fucking minutes. And we're going to tell you over and over again that you can do this online yourself. I know, I've tried it all online. It doesn't work. That's where they should have the voice. Same thing with getting gas. You ever go in and get the gas, you want to prepay, right? And you go in and say, what pump are you on? The one over there, that one. The green, not the green, the one after that, no, oh, that. Because they only have one number, it's that big, okay? And it's the same size, color as the pump. It should be a voice. Hey, you were at fucking pump 6 when you come in. Remember it. Or change the names of them, put a name. This is Shaven Pussy. I would remember that name. I'm a Shaven Pussy pump, right over there. Yep, that's where I am. You know, I would not forget that. But I always say I'm going to remember it, and I never do, and I get pissed off. Those are little things I'd like to change. But now I'm going to really start a little bit of a bit, okay? I'm just kind of messing around now. Just trying to pump everybody up. It's really not working. It's a dead night so far. But I've come to one decision. I make no decisions. Being married 27 years, I make no decisions in my household. And believe it or not, guys, neither do you, really. It's, in fact, coming down here, have you ever heard, you know, I've been thinking, and you know what might be fun? When you hear that phrase, that means you're going to be doing that in the near future. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but in the very near future, okay? And, no, what might be fun? Well, it's a long way down to Portland, a long drive home. After the show, maybe we should get a room halfway between. I think you'll be glad you did the next day. Well, according to her GPS, the halfway point from Portland to Bangor is that men's prison they call Freeport, 12 miles up. I said, no, I think I can just, you know, drive on through. And then comes, listen up guys, listen up. It says, well, it's up to you, it's your decision. I've told you what I think, but it's your decision. After she tells me what she thinks, it's no longer my decision.